Yeah, so we're live. I'll just wait just a second. Yeah, we're live now. Hi, everyone. My name is Mamcon. I'm a digital business owner. I live in Ontario and I'm a mother, and also I do a full-time job. Today, I'm so excited to have someone join me in our Go Live as we continue to share our stories, our journey about what the online business has done for us. So quickly, I'm just going to let Sonya just give us a brief about herself and her background. Then we kick off from there.
Sounds good. Hello. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the invitation, and I'm excited to talk with everybody and share today. So,
Oh,
my name is Sonya Berthen. I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I am a digital business owner as well. And I am, of course, a mom. I've got two young adult children, 20 and 19. One is
wow.
in university, and one will be going to college in the fall. And, and a dog mom to three lovely puppies, one St. Bernard and two Beagles.
Wow. That's amazing. So, would you like to also tell us what are your pains and struggles before you decided to join an online business?
Sure, sure.
All
When I
right.
first started out my career many years ago, I've worked in the corporate industry for almost 25 years.
Wow.
I'm a very go-getter. I strive to do the best that I can do. I started off as an admin assistant many, many years ago
Wow.
and worked my way up the corporate ladder. And the very last position that I held was I was actually poached from one company to another to be the general manager.
Wow.
So, I had made that top rung, I was way
Yeah.
up there. And it was great. I loved it. There was a lot of responsibility. I had a
Mm-hmm.
fantastic team, but it
Mm-hmm.
did take up a lot of my time with a lot of the different construction projects and things that were going on. There was a lot of early mornings, weekends, and of course, evening work. So I didn't really have a lot of time to myself.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It actually, unbeknownst to me, I ended up being restructured for my position, which I was totally thrown for, especially since I was poached from this one company. And
Wow.
honestly, I was kind of embarrassed.
Yeah.
Everybody gets restructured. It is what it is. But I had to kind of pick up the pieces and deal with it. So
Mm-hmm.
I took a little bit of time off because I've always been the one in total charge of my career. And this
Mm-hmm.
is the first time when somebody else made the decision for me. I honestly didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
It was really difficult for me to handle that. And so I took a couple months off to regroup. Christmas was coming. I thought I'll start fresh in the new year,
Mm-hmm.
have a new, mindset, that type of thing, get out of my funk. I needed some time in a funk before I could get out of it. At least that's
Yeah.
how I work. I'm not sure how you do, but that's how it helps me. So then January 2020 rolled around, started looking. Luckily, I was offered a position right away. But then I was thinking, I'm older now. The next job I take is probably going to be the one that I take for the rest of my life, or at least until retirement. Is this
Mm-hmm.
really what I want to do when I grow up? No. Like, sometimes it's hard to believe when you put a number to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I can't be that old. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I am. So you know what? The big 5-0 was looming and transpired in January. And so, I decided that it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I turned
Mm-hmm.
it down. And then, of course, COVID happened. So we were in lockdown as everybody else was. So decided, you know what? Let's not stress over it. Life is slowing down for everybody. Let's
Yeah.
take it slower and let's just enjoy it. Luckily,
Mm-hmm.
we had an absolutely amazing summer. We're very fortunate. We have a beautiful backyard and we've got a pool. So
Mm-hmm.
I more or less spent every day in the pool or in the backyard.
Wow.
I You can't complain, right? Like it really was
Yeah.
quite lovely. But come
Yeah.
September, even though like the kids went back to school virtually, and of course my husband was still working this whole time, so didn't really have to stress too much about money, which was nice. Um, I needed to do something for me by the time September rolled around. Summer was
Yeah.
over, winter's coming. Like, now what am I going to do? I can't just, relax all day, and I can't just
Mm-hmm.
clean house all day. Like, trust me, my
Mm-hmm.
house has never been so clean. And, there's got to be something more than cleaning the
Yeah.
house all the
I
time.
understand.
Right. And so wouldn't you know it? My coach and mentor, Rachel, hey, Rachel, she actually found me. I
Wow.
firmly believe one door closes, another door opens when you're ready for it.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you know, in the middle of September, she found me on LinkedIn. So we got to chatting, messengering back and forth, and she invited me to watch the webinar. Well, I had nothing but time. So, okay, yeah, I'll watch the webinar. Gives me something to do. And I was
Wow.
intrigued. I truly was. But I was also really skeptical because my history, like, you go to an office, you work, you come home.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do online things. But
Mm-hmm.
my brother is actually a network marketer and has been for years and has been trying to say, Sonya, you got to do this. It's a great way to
Yeah.
make money. You can do it from home, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
so I spoke with him about it, and I actually went and visited him and made him watch the webinar with me. And he's like, "Oh, yes." He goes, "Yes, I know. I heard of this. I've heard this is fantastic. This is legitimate." He goes, "With your personality," he goes, "I think that you'd thrive at it. Plus, you've got that creative side." He goes, "I think this is something you should do." So I jumped in.
Wow, amazing. Good to hear that. One thing about our community is that it brings people from diverse backgrounds,
Yes.
professions, career. But one thing that we have in common is we're like-minded. And
Mhm.
another thing is that despite the fact that we all have different like dreams,
Yeah.
aspirations, but the connectivity of the community kind of unites us together. It helps us, and that's why the community keeps growing and growing. From one person you hear that their struggles are this, the other person is flexibility of time. Some people just want to generate more income. Some people have
Yeah.
everything put together. But the
Yes.
amazing thing is that this community has brought us together. And that brings me to the next question. Would you like to share like just a summary of your transformation in this business, like how you really enjoyed the business?
You know what? Like I said, when opportunity knocks, and this just so happened to come at the proper time.
Yeah.
At first I was quite, like I said, I was skeptical, but I was also very doubtful of myself. A few
Mm-hmm.
years ago, I also actually I was a business owner. I owned a brick and mortar fitness center,
Okay.
and it was only open for a couple of years. We couldn't solidify enough members to keep it open. We started
Mm-hmm.
draining our savings until we had to call her quits. And so, but starting here and joining with this community, it is a total mind shift. I was on my way to healing, but you know what? Even just being in this community for the past 5 months has done like a complete whirlwind with my healing process.
Yeah.
I feel even better than I did before, and that this
Yeah.
is my true calling. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I am enjoying every day of it. And because my head's in a good space now, I wake up happy. I go to sleep happy. I have a good day. I do a little bit of work, do a little bit of play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fun because I can do what I want when I want. And
Yeah.
how can you not enjoy that, right?
Wow.
And it's
That
so
is,
nice to be able to also help people. And it's so
yeah.
nice also to be helped.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody realizes that they were helping me, but you know what? Everybody had their little piece in the puzzle. And it's
Mm-hmm.
amazing how, like you said, this community is just so supportive,
Yes.
and everybody's there to boost you. It's not
Yes.
competitive,
No.
everybody's there to support you. And that,
Mm-hmm.
it's so different than the corporate environment, even though I
Yeah.
had a great team. But once you get to the top, there's a lot of people that want to knock you down.
Yeah.
And that's not how it is here, which is nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been a great transformation so far,
Yeah.
and I look forward to continuing to evolve.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. We have lots of comments.
Oh,
We
good.
have lots of love. Thank you so much. Your coach, Rachel, is also watching. She made so much amazing comments as well. Thank you to Maritas. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everyone that has taken time to watch. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Elsie. Thank you to everyone that has watched and taken their time to watch our Go Live today. Pansy Ho. Thank you, Janice. Thank you so, so much. It's such an amazing opportunity to have you, Sonia. I'm really so inspired by you. The first time I noticed you was in one of the I think the meetings that Rachel organized, and then you were asking quite a number of questions, and I just picked lots of interest in you. And it's such an amazing opportunity to have to talk today. Thank you so much for your time, and then I just want to say thank you to everyone that has watched, and
Thank you.
bye everyone, and have a good night rest wherever you are, or good morning or good afternoon. Bye.
Bye. Thank